Eagle here. Never mind.
I got good news and I got good news. The good news is we still have another best of 7, and the other good news is it's about to start. Again, we are in the last relegation match. It's TK. They are coming in from the Stage 1 Pro Division. They were in it. They were one of the bottom 4 teams, and they have to defend their spot against KingPapey. KingPapey trying to take that spot away and enter the Call of Duty World League.
Money Bose, what is he going to be able to do in this one? Exciting stuff. I have no idea how this is going to play out. I feel like going into this series,
I don't know really what to expect.
I had a pick. I just don't know what to expect at all in this one. You see some bands coming in. Shiva, Man of War, both going to be off the rip. You still need High Caliber. Overclock, you've got both key tacticals left as well. So something is going to sneak in. That early stock ban going to be making a difference as well. You're actually going to have High Caliber go. So you've got stuns, you've got flashes. Who do you think that favors, Revan?
I think maybe the guys over on KingPapey. I mean, these are things that when we see TK play against some of the other Pro Division teams, those are items that are consistently banned out. So maybe TK aren't used to playing with those in the game, but you can clearly see the ARs being targeted here. The Shiva, Man of War both go, although all the abilities make it through. So you have your Kinetic, your Heat Wave, and your Camo maybe being used here.
Yeah, that's true. So some standards, but like you guys said, the stock and then the ARs being targeted out does leave quite a few open in terms of what you standardly don't see being played just because of how good they are.
I'll tell you what's interesting. You get 3 weapons on the side of KingPapey, and that's when you still had, I mean, you got no abilities that were hit.
Yeah, well, as we get ready to jump into this map and the players are setting up their classes, this is the last time we're seeing this map today. Revan, what are some other points you want to touch upon as we look at Hardpoint on Fringe?
All right, so I want to highlight 2 hardpoints here. One is going to be this Grandma's hardpoint. We see so often teams are able to lock this one down for a full 60 seconds. So what are the things that you want to do in order to hold that full 60 seconds? Well, let's just take a look at your ideal setup. You want somebody here over near the globe. He's in charge of watching this area to see if anybody overextends through the train track. So if he's able to lock that down, you want one guy near the back silos area right here. What he could do is get a clear line of sight. He's really just in charge of making sure nobody's able to overextend from the previous hardpoint and push through auto comfortably. Of course, you're going to have a player inside the hardpoint. What he could do is he could peek out through the front window and help out near the middle of the street. But you also want kind of like a free roamer. So this guy, you could put him up over near your L wall, you could put him up over near the cardboard wall. He's just in charge of roaming around towards middle of the street and helping out near auto if necessary. So if you're able to get this setup going, you're in good position to get a full 60 going there. And of course, over near the train tracks, that's going to be the next one out. You heard Mr. X talking a bit about it. You want one guy inside the hardpoint, one guy watching the small room, and then you push out both sides. If you're able to do so, you force the other team to spawn so far away out near that back alley. If you're able to do that, you can get a lot of time on tracks.
All right. Well, and tracks, again, if you get a lot of time on tracks, I mean, the other ones, once you get in, you know how to hold them. Tracks is probably one of the trickier ones just because, again, there's a lot of ways to contest it more so than the other hills. We'll see how it pans out.
I'm excited. See how it pans out is right. We have no idea what to expect in this. This is going to be insane. I have no idea to pick.
Especially after what we've seen today so far in all 3 matches. No idea what to expect, even more so with both of these teams. Well, it starts the best of 7 for the last spot in Stage 2 of the Call of Duty World League Pro Division presented by PS4. Will it be TK or will it be KingPapey taking the lead? Let's find out as we go into game with Mr. X and Courage.
We know 11 of the 12 teams. This match right here decides the final one to join us in Stage 2. Matt, everything on the line for Team Kaliber, and this KingPapey squad, they've got to be feeling pretty darn good going into this match.
2 things to touch on. KingPapey, what to expect, I have no idea. I actually, when they brought up the player card, I did not even believe that was royalty. It looks like a completely different person than last year. And then on the side of Team Kaliber, I think Mbos is in a great spot. He's in a win-win, right? They win this matchup. Bose is a savior. Maybe he plays well. He gets a spot on a Stage 2 team. If they lose, he hasn't played in a while. He just gets an opportunity to showcase his talent. And Nelson starting off things with a Vesper, Jack. Since it's nerfed, we have not seen the Vesper really at all. We haven't seen it contest in the Banner of Attack, which was almost gone every game. So to have somebody bring out the Vesper, especially on a larger map, definitely quite odd.
Yeah, it really comes down to all about how you wind up using that one. Position-wise, it does look like we'll have to get a swift restart here, as it looks like the admins have been brought out onto the stage. As one player has wound up switching. We'll get that one all ironed out for you there. We'll go into a quick restart. So things to point out, Matt, obviously, in this one between these two teams. Already some interesting stuff being brought out by the boys on KingPapey in regards to using that Vesper right away. Other things you possibly expect to see to try to throw TK off in this game one. What are some things that come to mind?
I have no idea what to expect out of this KingPapey team. I mean, even pulling out the Vesper, I guess you could use the Vesper theoretically on like the smaller hills. Like, let's say for argument's sake, you wanted to throw the Vesper up Vesper player inside Grandma.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do some really nice things with it inside of there. I think it's just how prepared this TK team is. They lose Goon. It's a huge opportunity for the other three to prove themselves, because a lot of times we talk about Team Kaliber, it's really Goonjar. He's the man that we put a lot of the pressure on. He shows up in the slaying department a lot of the times. Who is going to step up for Team Kaliber? I don't think anybody knows.
I'll tell you right now, I could hear the energy already starting from the KingPapey squad. These guys want to be vocal. They want to get into this one, give themselves whatever opportunity at momentum they could get. You can see admins working alongside the squad to make sure all the issues are ironed out as soon as possible. There's a look at the TK boys. I got messaged by Neslo about a week and a half ago, and he said, there is no way we lose this relegation match. We are going to come into this one.
A week ago, did he think he'd be playing with Imbos?
I don't think that was a part of the plan. But we all know Neslo's confidence. At times it can probably be delusional. But at the same time, he definitely did have a strong ending personally in stage one. He feels that at times he wasn't performing his best. Expect him to bring a lot of energy to this first match.
This is a team, though, that has gone through so much chaos and drama in the last 24 hours. I don't know how they're going to focus.
It's like a movie. On
the game, right? And then let's say, for argument's sake, they lose map one, and then, the three guys are like, oh, man, I wish we had Goon. Like, it's always in the back of your head. Like, what happens if we had Goon during this match? So I think there's a lot more pressure than originally indicated on the three guys other than Bose. I think Bose is in a great spot. I think Bose is in a win-win.
Money B's been preparing, man. He's been on his road to 100 with Nade. His S&D gameplay expected to be right there, wondering how prepared he is for the respawns. You saw he picked that Purifier during the Specialist draft. He was also in charge of banning out the Shiva. Now, Revan was pretty vocal about how he thought that ban and protect phase went in favor of the KingPapey squad. I'm going to have to disagree with him on this one. I think that TK already, you have Sharp, who does not like to use stock at all, so when that was banned, he's fine with it. Neslo, they had a lot of arguments about do they use stock, do they don't. A lot of times in the league, the team elected not to, and they banned that one out. So TK, fine with that. They also get rid of the Shiva and the Man of War, two weapons they don't like. They leave Rapid Fire and High Caliber to be banned by the opponents.
How comfortable is Bose without stock?
See, now, that's one that I don't know. I
in a respawn,
I can't
really
just say,
fast setting.
But,
is he going to run an SMG, Bose? Is we going to see an AR out of one of the other players?
This also goes back to the fact, though, that typically stock is used by the more confident type players who would rather be the ones to push the agenda, push the kind of aggression on the map. No stock being in, you expect a lot more angles to be held, especially in top grannies. The map has loaded back on in. You can see the fist bumps going on between the players. Money B makes his return right now, and he's trying to cash out with the boys on TK.
I tell you what, if I am KingPapey, I play at a super fast rate playstyle, and I challenge everything. I challenge everything.
I think that was a goal with the Vesper.
I test the gun skill of TK and see how fast Bose can play. Okay. Because in respawn game modes, that's where he's going to be the farthest behind. If you can put that pace at a spot where he just can't keep up, I think KingPapey can run away with this.
Well, I will point out, we obviously saw Nelson use that Vesper, but a lot of people want to see how Bose plays this one. We're going to watch him off the start. It's a 3 AR to 1 sub setup for TK, 2-2 on the side of KingPapey. Love the 3 ARs from Team Kaliber here. I think that'll definitely benefit them. It's something that Team Kaliber's had to make a lot of discussion of in the past. They did a lot in Advanced Warfare, where they were a team that wound up running 2 subs and it would hurt them off starts. This time, though, Bose using those danger close. He's going to get right towards top window. He does get tagged up, doing what he can to stay alive at the moment, just peppering players, but it's Johnny who gets the better of him there. Beautiful start for KingPapey as they're out to an 8-0 lead.
Yeah, and it's interesting on the side of Team Kaliber. They have Sharp running an SMG, and they have Neslo running an SMG as well. So they're going to make things a little bit easier on Bose and let him run an assault rifle. You got to wonder, though, if he's going to put, like, Goon is great at rotating to the hills, controlling the spawns. You got to wonder if Bose is going to put them in those same good positions.
Well, right now he's doing what he can from this brick wall area. He'll begin to push up on the map. Did he kind of have an idea of the player flanking behind? It doesn't appear so, and here's Royalty with his fast-paced gameplay. What you expect, it's a team kill inside bricks. Nelson follows that one up. KingPapey doing a much better job in this first hardpoint. Currently out to a 15-plus second lead. Nelson's winning these engagements over and over again. Maybe getting a little bit too aggressive there in the back alley as Nezlo makes him pay the ultimate.
Well, Royalty's going to call on that lightning strike right away. There is no hesitation for him to use that. He's going to get one. Johnny's going to be able to pick up another one. Nelson cleans up that last two players, and it's going to be KingPapey getting control of the hill, but Royalty starting off 8-1. He was such a dominant force towards the end of Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Really excited to see how he does here in Black Ops 3 because Advanced Warfare was his really fast, aggressive style of play that caught people off guard, and this game feels perfect for him. And after every kill that Nelson gets, he is screaming at the top of his lungs.
You would think he was being harmed with how loud he's yelling currently.
And honestly, with every kill, that's got to be demoralizing for TK.
Royalty's 11-1!
Yeah, they find themselves down 60-9 at this moment in time. Royalty working on another lightning strike. He's going to get cut down, but TK needs to rotate, get control. They switch Bose over to an SMG. I like that decision.
Oh, they definitely have already now in control of this next hard point. Yes, they only have 9 seconds so far, but we've seen teams hold this one down for the full 60, get themselves right back in the game. And Bose in charge of watching this cardboard wall. Already the first couple kills go in favor of KingPapey. Bose will not spot anybody in tin as of yet. Now the pressure is coming in towards oranges. Matt, what do you think about this decision from Royalty to put so much pressure on this area of the map?
Well, see, this is the thing with Bose, right? I mean, we didn't watch the back alley originally. The players weren't spawning there. They were putting a lot of pressure on tracks. And I like Royalty's decision to push all the way through here, trying to pick up some kills, and he just absolutely annihilates Theory right there. You see one player coming into Grandma's through the bottom. They're actually going to both rotate out to the back, and you see Nezlo trying to stay alive. Knows there's two players directly around the corner, and it's a nice trade right there by Sharp and Nezlo, and TK able to take a lot of time on this hill.
I told you Nezlo was going to tee up for this one. He's 14-8 right now, by far leading TK in the slaying department. You need more from the likes of Theory. Currently 8-14. You can't have him going double negative, typically a staple on this TK squad. Now the pressure begins to come in towards Rails. And it looks like TK is going to try to flood 4 men through this one, but Royalty's got a Tempest. He's 16-4, making 17-5, get 18-4. This is why you gotta love Royalty as a player. He is the definition of aggressive, and he's making TK feel it right now.
And he was one of the more exciting players to watch last year, so I expect him to come in and make some highlight plays. You see Johnny going to be able to pick up 2. He jumps right over 1, almost able to take Bose out, but a really strong start for KingPapey. And we can actually talk about them for a second from the standpoint that, you know, obviously, TK, we talked about them, a lot to prove, whatnot. I feel like KingPapey has a lot to prove as well. You know,
oh, definitely.
When I think they were told about the decision on, you know, TK is going to be able to play with Phil, and I don't think they minded it at all. They were more than welcome to play against TK. I think they really want to prove themselves on this stage to everybody that they belong in the Pro Division.
And Bo's nice two-piece inside little room, but one thing I'm going to point out really quick, Matt, look at the objective time right now for Team Kaliber. It's 52 seconds from Nezlo. The rest of the players combined, 14 seconds in the objective. If Nezlo wasn't in this game right now, TK would have 13 points.
And if Nezlo can't keep up at this pace, they are going to fall even further behind.
Yeah, I think it's actually a blessing that they're only down by about 40 seconds.
It's a scary scenario for Team Kaliber.
Well, Theory now inside the objective. On this rotation, it's going to be Johnny and Nelson who get 3 players. Example's still alive in the hard point. He wins another engagement. Dakuda from range getting it done. It's a 50-second lead and growing right now for KingPapey. As they are just getting everything done, Matt. TK are just failing to get some momentum in their favor.
Yeah, through the first half of the game, it's been Nelson and Royalty, both players playing out of their minds here in Hardpoint. You can see what I talked about a little bit before the game where you wanted them to test Team Kaliber and see how fast this team can play, because obviously, you know, the faster you play, the harder it is to communicate. You know, Bo's obviously not playing with Team Kaliber all the time. You know, doesn't know where they like to go in certain situations, doesn't know how a certain player is going to play different situations. So the faster you can make the game, the harder it's going to be on Team Kaliber.
Bose wins the gunfight in back alley. Unfortunately, though, he'll be the last player remaining here for Team Kaliber. Does bring out the Purifier, has pushed in towards this objective. He doesn't know he's getting flanked in. Will his teammate protect him? No, Sharp doesn't realize there's a player inside there. Embos with the Purifier does fall. That will not be available now for that Granny's Hardpoint. Kills starting to go in favor of KingPapey. They've broken the hill. There's one player to find. Examples can't get the kill. He's got a teammate there to help out. And just like that, TK, they've somehow gotten KingPapey 4 dead.
And 30 seconds to go on this hill. A lot of time for TK to get. And you see how far KingPapey is spawning. They have to be careful.
Neslo.
They can't give up the Grandma Hill. You got to always prioritize that. 20 seconds left. They should really start to rotate over. You see Heatwave coming in. Sharp is able to pick up one, Theory with another. And
wow.
Still, it's going to be KingPapey taking the last few seconds of this hill. They need to start putting emphasis on getting towards Grandma because TK starting to lock it down, and that's where they could really start to make a comeback.
It's going to be every bit of a 70-plus second lead for KingPapey at the moment, nearly doubling the score of Team Kaliber. Bo's getting aggressive towards middle street. You like to see it, but unfortunately with the VMP there, can't pick the players off of that great cover where only their head is seen. Neslo and Theory both watching this middle map side. Johnny gets another 2-piece. That's basically all he's done so far this game. Pressure now going back towards the hard point. Nice job by Bose to watch out for that top window. But at the moment, it does look like KingPapey have broken through that first line of defense.
Yeah, now Royalty with the Tempest coming around the back. And you see the flamethrower from Nelson, the Purifier coming in big there. 30 seconds left on this hill. KingPapey holds this. They look in really good position to take this first hard point.
Oh, that is just terrible for Bose. He tries to get the kill. He whiffs some RK5 shots, and it's now going to be a 100-second lead. The energy from KingPapey right now, everyone in the venue watching them, they know all eyes are on them as Team Kaliber are left in a tough spot with Money B filling in. And it's still, man, look at this at the moment. There is no objective pressure from Team Kaliber.
No.
Three players with under 25 seconds.
Well, I think also it's probably a little bit Theory and Sharp trying to focus a little bit more on slaying, trying to pick up those kills that you lose when you don't have Goonjar. And they're not really doing that, and then they're not really helping Neslo in the hill, and that's kind of what's resulted in this almost 100-point lead for KingPapey.
Oh, Theory there, body stacks with his teammate momentarily. Johnny now beginning to inch on up. He'll get taken down from behind, so TK have broken this hill. Neslo trying to push out with kinetic armor. Nice read by him to just back on up. Essentially not suicide on out there. Royalty getting the pinch on in from Oranges, and it looks like this is going to be the green light for KingPapey to go for it. First engagement won by Neslo. Sharp picks up one kill of his own as well. Embos has found his way to Oranges, takes down Examples. It's 4 dead again. TK, they'll get the scrap time. They'll bring themselves back within a minute, Matt, but what do they need to change on this next rotation to bring themselves back in control of this game?
I mean, you got to shut down Royalty and Nelson. I mean, those two players have just really hurt you bad, and you got a good second half of the hard points from Neslo as well, so you need to get that strong play, because if he wasn't slaying the way he is, I think this game probably would have been over.
Oh, no. Okay, I thought Theory for a second there was going to lose that engagement. Example still alive inside the hard point, even with 3 of his teammates being dead. Finally, TK try to get some pressure into it. The Scythe now ready to go for Theory. When does he elect to utilize that specialist ability? Hasn't brought it out as of yet. Nelson now back in the hard point. He's got 2 minutes and 18 seconds in the hill. A big reason
Royalty
why
has,
his team was up by 70
Royalty
seconds.
has at least 5 or 6 kills with the Tempest as well during this game. He picks up 2 there to kind of open up this middle hard point yet again for KingPapey, and he's going to shut down the Scythe player, and he's going to take out another one inside of the hill. Royalty really making a statement in this game, 47 and 24.
What's scary is that Royalty is even better at S&D, in my opinion. That's what he's known for, and going into this next one, you expect him to be a big factor, and if KingPapey can potentially not only win this game, but go up 2-0 in the series. Bose now does have the Purifier ready to go. He's gotten back in control of Auto. So if TK get all the time on this hill, they'll be at about 190 seconds. Unfortunately, though, it looks like that's not going to happen as Sharp is left last alive. It's 4 dead again. KingPapey, they're making it look easy on these breaks, Matt.
I mean, when you have a guy who's double positive with 50 kills, you are going to make the game look easy. Don't care who it is against or whatnot. It's an impressive performance, and you see Example activating his kinetic armor.
Royalty
He's got
50.
backup from Royalty, and this looks like a hill that could be the end for TK. KingPapey locking it down completely. You see nobody from TK even getting close to contesting this.
Royalty is 51 and 25. This final kill should come in around 10, and that will close it on out. 250 to 141. KingPapey, a statement in game number 1. And guess what? It's led by Royalty. This man just dropped 52 and 25.
And
Welcome back to competitive
he made it
Call of
look
Duty.
easy. I mean, he made it
for
look
sure did.
really easy. I mean, 52 and 25, almost a minute in the hill.
Crazy.
10 defends, an unreal game. And just to say something, Bose, as a fill-in, drops the second most amount of kills on TK.
Well, he definitely filled his role he needed to there. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Chobra, Revan, and Maven, thoughts on Royalty in that game one?
Well, the score for one is very impressive, and with like this, I mean, like you guys said, it's kind of a human highlight reel, and he was just turning on everyone.
What's wild to think about is at one point he was dropped from a team last year because he was a liability with an AR. There was a game, it was Parliament Uplink, where you had to pull out 4 ARs at times. He would go double negative. He was dropped from Epsilon. Parasite said, he couldn't pull out the AR and come up big. What the hell? He was crushing 52 in 25. Are you kidding me?
That was disgusting. That just didn't look fair.
It really didn't. Whenever, I mean, all 4 players really, right? Every time we were observing the side of KingPapey,